Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, welcome. Come on in and join the family. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and remember the notification bell so you could be reminded every time I upload a video. I hope everyone is well and I hope everyone is staying safe. And I just want to say happy fall, y'all. My name is Jenny and on this channel I create lovely DIYs using mostly items that I find at the Dollar Tree. I try to keep my DIYs budget friendly but easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, then keep watching. Hello again, my friends. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some of my Christmas DIYs. And for the first DIY, I will be using two of these summer signs that I had in my stash. Now this will be a standing sign, so these are a little flimsy for that, so I will be using two of those. I also will be using some of these little cubes here from the Dollar Tree as well. And I found some really cute Christmas items from Hobby Lobby. And I found this cute little tree, so adorable, and I paid $1 for this one. I also found this cute little home for the holiday sign, and I paid $1.50. I also found these cute little Christmas picks, and these were 59¢. I stocked up on those because I thought they were so adorable. And my paint choice for this DIY will be the plaster color chalk paint and the truffle color. What I'm going to do first is glue these two signs together, just using my hot glue. I do not want the holes to show for this DIY, so I'm just going to go in with a little of that spackle, and then I'll just sand over it because this sign has some like little stickers and other things that I want to sand off. So I'm just going to go around it and sand everything down, and I will do the same thing to the back because this will be a two-sided DIY. And what I'm doing now is adding my little cubes to this sign, and this is how it's going to stand, as well as the DIY that I'll be creating for the other side. I will be using the little cubes to display something. So what I'm going to do is get all my cubes lined up all the way to the bottom on this side, and then I will flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. And I'm just going to make sure that the cubes are lined up with the cubes on the other side, and then I'm just going to glue those all down. This is going to give the sign stability to stand, as well as one side I will be actually displaying something on those little cubes. And so now what I'm going to do is go in with that plaster color, and I am going to paint both sides of this sign. And after I add this plaster color, I am going to go in and I'm going to use that truffle color, and I'm going to distress both sides of this sign, as well as I'm going to make sure I add distress to the cubes as well. And I'm just going to continue to distress this until I get to the desired look. And I'm going to make sure that I add distress to the sides of this sign, and then I will flip this sign over and distress the other side as well. And now that I have both sides distressed, I'm going to add my decor for my first sign. And what I'm doing is just adding glue all around this little tree. I'm not adding any glue on the inside of the tree because I do want it to be puffy and stand out. So I'm just adding glue right around the edge of this, and I'm just going to press the edges down just to make sure that everything is tacked down. And then after I get all of that tacked down like that, I am now going to add some glue to the back of this little sign. I did remove the string that was attached to that because I didn't need it, so I'm just going to add my glue, and I'm just going to press that down right on the side of the tree. Now what I'm going to do is just clip off the stick of this little pick, and then I'm going to attach this right to the top of the sign. I'm just fluffing everything out to make sure that I have it the way I want it to look. And I'm just going to take my hot glue and I'm just going to attach it, and then I'll fluff it out a little more. And this DIY is complete, and that's how it turned out. I think this is so cute. And now what I'm going to do is get started on the other side, which will be my second DIY. And what I'm going to be using is a pack of these little small trees, and I have this cute little cling sign from Walmart. And so on the little cubes is where I'm going to add all of these little trees, and I'm just going to take one and attach it to each little cube using my hot glue. I absolutely love two-sided DIYs because they make it so easy to switch your decor up by just flipping it over, or you can actually display it somewhere where you can see both sides. So what I'm doing is just making sure that each tree is secure onto the cube. And so after I get all of my little trees on there, this is how it's looking. And now I'm going to add my clings. Now I do go over my clings with some glue because these are clings for windows. They're not going to cling to this wood. You can add the glue under the clings, but I like to go over them because they do secure like that, but it also makes it easier if I did want to switch out these clings. It'll be a little easy to remove them. And so I'm just adding my glue and I'm just going to go over them, and I have to hold them so they won't move around until I get them secured. And after I add the glue, this DIY is complete. I absolutely love the fresh cut and the red truck, and how cute is the little trees at the bottom. I really love this. And I absolutely love the other side of this sign as well, with the home for the holidays. This is so pretty. I really love how these turned out. And for this DIY, I'll be using 4 of these triangle wood pieces. I absolutely love working with these. They're so sturdy. I also have a rim of that garland from the Dollar Tree, this cute little pick, and I found this cute little Merry Christmas ornament as well. And for the paint choices, I will be using that plaster color again, as well as some of this antique wax. So I did want to style this little tree, but I wanted it to be a bigger rectangle. That's why I'm using 4. So I'm just going to assemble my pieces together just to create a larger triangle piece, because I do want this to be a hanging wall sign. And what I'm going to do is just take my hot glue and I'm going to glue all these pieces together. I love these triangle pieces from the Dollar Tree. They are so sturdy, and there are so many DIYs that you can create using these. And so after I add my pieces together, I am going to go over it with some of that spackle down the sides where I glued them together to eliminate some of that gap. And after I get the spackle on there, I'm just going to go in with my sanding block and sand it down. And then I'm going to go in with that antique wax paint, and I'm going to paint over this whole DIY. And so now what I'm going in now is with that plaster color, and I am going to distress over this sign heavily using that color. And now I'm going to take that garland and I'm going to glue it around the sides of this DIY, making sure that I cover the whole side. And I'm just adding my hot glue, and I'm going to continue to go all around this triangle. I love this DIY because it's so fun. You can make it anyhow you want to and decorate it, and I think it'll look really cute hanging on the wall. And so I'm going to go around it again because I'm trying to cover all of the wood on the side. And after I get that done, I am going to now add my decor to this sign. With my Christmas pick, I'm going to clip all of the items off of the bunch. And then what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to glue my ornament down to the center of this sign using my hot glue. And so I am going to use the leftover paint that's on my brush from the antique wax color and just tone down some of this plaster color. And then I'll take the plaster color that's on that brush and just go around the garland a little bit, just to give it a little color over the garland. And then I'll use some of the leftover plaster color off the brush and dab around this garland a little bit, just adding a little bit of that plaster color to my garland. And once I get all of my pieces where I want them, this DIY will be complete. Now I do have to add a little glue to these berries to make sure that they are tacked down, but after that, this will be done. I really love this hanging Christmas sign. I think this is so cute, and I love how it turned out, so adorable. And I did use that antique wax color and went over it again just to tone it down. I wanted some more of that brown to show. And so I'm going to get started on the next DIY for today, and I will be creating just a little light. I have one of these little LED candle lights that you twist from the Dollar Tree. I love those. I have one of these little ornaments here that you can create. I have this cute little jar, and I hope you can see it. It says Joy. I think this is so cute. I have another one of them Hobby Lobby picks that I purchased for 59 cents. And I also will be using some jute cord. And what I'm going to do is just twist that off. And I am going to take the jute cord and go around the rimming of this jar. And I'm just going to continue to wrap the jute cord all the way to the top of this jar. And then after I complete that, I am going to take the jute cord and I'm going to go around that little piece at the top of that ornament. Just going around that little top there. I'm going to add some glue, and then I'm just going to wrap it all around the top of that. I always love to create little lights for the holidays. I like to have everything lit up, so I will always be creating some kind of light for Christmas. And so I'm just going to glue that down, and I'm going to cut off the extra jute. And then what I'm going to do is add my little Christmas pick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip the pieces off of this pick, because I am going to gather some of these pieces back together to add them to the top. But I did want them separate so I can arrange them around the jute cord at the top. And so now what I'm going to do is just take them pieces and glue them directly to the inside to cover up that hole. And then I'll take these other little pieces and just add them around the top, around the jute cord. And then once I get all of my little pieces attached, this is actually like the top part, the cover of my light. And then this ornament fit perfectly inside that little jar. And so after I get all of this glued down, all I have to do is add this to the top, and this will be the cover of the light. And then I can remove it to change the battery. And so I'm just going to insert my LED candle at my top, and this light is complete. And here's a look at all of the DIYs that I created today. I think they all turned out really pretty. As always, let me know in the comment box down below which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And if you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you here. And as always, thanks for watching my video. Stay safe, and I will see you next time.